Good afternoon. This is Pastor Carl from St. Peter's with your weekly update for Friday, June the 26th. I want to talk about some things that are going on in the life of St. Peter's here for just a moment. Tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to noon, we're having a food drive at the church to benefit Martha's Mission. This is part of our ongoing Feed the 5,000 outreach ministry that we've been doing for several years here at the church. We invite you to bring your non-perishables to the church parking lot, and we're going to have some folks here ready to unload them from your car. This coming Tuesday, June the 30th, Red Cross is holding a blood drive here at the church from noon until 6. If you have not yet signed up, please go to redcrossblood.org and you can sign up online. You can also call the church office if you need to. And I understand that donors for this particular blood drive are going to receive a $5 Amazon gift card. Many of you probably remember Brian Lassiter. He is the pastor at Core Creek United Methodist Church. He is one of those wonderful clergy friends of mine who covered for me while I was out with cancer. Brian has asked me to share that this Sunday evening from 6:30 to 8:30, some local musicians, including our own Mark and Chrissy Hanna, are going to be performing some Christian music and other songs in his church parking lot. Brian has assured me that they will be social distancing there and that this is a drive-in event where you can just stay in your car and tune in on the radio. If this sounds like something that may be of interest to you, the church is located at 124 Hardesty Loop Road in Newport. And now let's get to the $64,000 question. When are we resuming in-person worship here at St. Peter's? Well, we have put together a COVID-19 task force here at the church, and this task force includes a physician, a nurse, and some of our church leaders. Well, we met on Tuesday evening to review our church's COVID-19 guidelines and to talk about the particulars of what needs to happen before we can reopen for worship. Our main goal is to ensure that everybody who comes to church will be safe and that we will have as many preventative measures in place as we can. In light of the ever-increasing numbers of infections and hospitalizations across our state, this work is critical. And based on what still needs to be done for us to be ready, the task force felt that we cannot safely open our church before July the 12th at the earliest. So that is what we are going to work towards, opening on July the 12th. Now that date, like the previous dates that have been mentioned, is of course tentative and is based in part on what happens with COVID-19 between now and then. But July the 12th is only a couple of weeks away. So please pray hard that we can come back together then. You know, I probably want to come back to church as much as anybody. Now, I know that other churches have reopened, but folks, we are not other churches. We're St. Peter's, and we need to do what is right for St. Peter's, for our church. And so what we've done is we have put together a packet of information, which is going to be sent to everybody in the church. And this information outlines what you can expect when we do come back together. Our task force will be meeting again next week to finalize everything. Some of you will be asked if you're willing to serve as a greeter or an usher to help with screening and distancing when we do come back together. And if you're asked, please prayerfully consider serving in that manner. And if you're interested in helping and we haven't called you, then please don't hesitate to call us. We're always looking for willing volunteers. In the meantime, please continue to join us for online worship. And I hope that you will remember that just like our time apart, these guidelines we have to follow, the rules that are going to be in place, the physical distancing, the masks, the face coverings, all of these things will only be for a season. Because one day, our life together, that includes our worship and our fellowship, our life together will look more like it used to. God bless you, and know that I am praying for you.